broadcasting live from
high atop the catwalk of the Molly Harmon Springs.
From the Lord's kitchen sink, Molly Harmon Springs. The Lord's spigot. It's not the perfect weather for collecting water, but it's flowing pretty good.
It does flow better in the wintertime, though.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Summertime it's a trickle.
Yeah, we've come out here before. We were like, ooh.
It's going to be a while.
I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast or not, but we pulled up one day, and there was this old man out here. He had two pretty good-sized jugs, and it was flowing real slow. And it took him a while. We stood here and talked for a little bit, and he was collecting it for coffee and tea.
Yeah, I remember we thought, he's like, yeah, he's got a pretty little thing. We asked him if he could help him get him.
Yeah, I was like, can we help you with your...
And we put him in the back of his truck, and he had the entire back of his truck. The
entire bed of it. He had been here a while. Like hours, probably, collecting water. I'm not that patient. Oh, we got us another gallon ready. So how much water are we collecting? 20 gallons?
It's going to be around 23 gallons.
How much is that one you got there?
This holds 8. That holds 15.
That's a helicopter.
Oh, okay, that's it. Thought it was a We're literally out in the middle of...
Oh, we're not quite in Alabama, are we?
No, we're right outside of Tremont.
Well, State Line Road's just 3 miles that way.
But
and that takes you right into Bammer.
But if we fell over 50 yards from here, it would be a long time before we were found.
Yeah. Yeah, we're out here in the middle of nowhere. Like that helicopter's probably looking for somebody. Need a hand? You got it? Yours pours a lot faster. So while we're collecting the water, we might as well tell everybody what we're doing. We're making beer tomorrow, obviously.
Uh-huh.
What are we making?
We're going to make an AI Pale Ale and an AI Amber Ale.
Oh, but they both were AI?
They're both AI recipes.
AI done made it to the beer making.
Yeah. He wears cargo shorts, he has a beard,
and
wears brewery
top
t-shirts.
Top knot AI. So what did you do? You just put in the AI what ingredients you had and it spit out some recipes?
The first one I just typed in all grain blonde ale, and then that's what it did. It spit out a recipe. And the second one I typed in the ingredients I had, what I thought would make an amber or something, and I typed in what it would make, and it was either a brown porter or an amber ale. So I went with an amber because I had the hops for that.
Now, which one's going to be ready by our Christmas party?
The pale. Our amber takes a little longer to sit.
What would you say, another week, another 2 weeks? Both?
The longer ambers like to sit a little while. They don't...
Anything dark, it seems like, does. Yeah. Dark in color, not just in flavor. Heavily roasted malts. In case everybody's wondering what we're doing, we've got 2 humongous vessels, but they don't fit underneath the pipes. So we're having to transfer.
We are getting water from a natural spring just not too far from Tremont. Well, not too far from I-22.
Real close to nowhere in every direction.
Yes. We're in the middle of smack dab BFE at Itawamba County. It's Itawamba County, but if you get this far off, they call it Itawamba. So
nature's tap water.
But there's 2 little pipes coming out of the side of a hill that flows water year round. And
this one right here, this is a small one.
Yeah.
It's usually, like you said, in the summertime, it's barely trickling.
Yeah.
But and that one's always flowing a lot better. Matter of fact, this one's flowing right now about like what that one is in the summer. So we're getting a gallon about every 2.5 minutes out of the little one.
And
which is not bad considering it's probably about 30 degrees right now.
You put 1 more gallon in that, and we'll.
I was actually just fixing to top these off.
Like you.
You want to do one more?
No, you're gonna top it. Yeah, top it off. That's a good call right there. This is plenty right here, and we'll have 8 gallons here, and that's probably
there's more than 8 there, or no, there's more than 8 there because I dumped that one 3 times.
You dumped that one 3
once.
times, and I dumped it once, so we'll have plenty of water.
Plus, I'm taking some home for sipping purposes.
We don't want to carry too much.
I remember when I was in high school, me and a buddy of mine were riding the back roads one night, and I just happened to have a bunch of empty water bottles. I was like, hey, that spring is close by here. We stopped, and I got all the water bottles out of the back of my vehicle, filled them all up, and took them home, put in the refrigerator. Next day, I woke up, and they all had like a little tiny bit of sediment in the bottom. Of course, back then, I didn't know nothing. I poured them all out, thinking, oh, it's got dirt in it. But actually, that sediment's not going to hurt you. It's minerals. It's still better than anything you're going to get out of your
It's the
tap.
minerals that make it taste good.
Yeah. I didn't know nothing. No, I was like, oh, it's got dirt in it. Dump it out. But no, it's fine. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for that sediment, it wouldn't be pure water.
Right.
That's what filters it all, a part of it. There's a whiskey bottle full. All right, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to start going to the truck.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can click resume.
Huh?
Now that we're back in the vehicle, we're thawing our hands out. It reminded me, speaking of Marley Harmon, what's interesting about it is that water is ice cold year round.
Yeah.
And I've never seen it freeze. But in the summer it doesn't get hot. It's this temperature. Me too. It's that ice cold temperature year round. Like a lot of bikers that come down Highway 23, they stop over here and wash up, rinse out their do-rags, and take a water break in the hot of the summer because that water is always nice and cool.
My fingers are numb.
Yeah, mine too. But that didn't take long at all.
Yeah, it was faster than I thought.
Were we here? I know we weren't here 15 minutes. Maybe 15.
Gotta make sure I got my book. There it is.
All right, we're heading back to civilization. We have approximately 20 gallons of water, give or take.
Yeah.
So we got one important ingredient out of the way.
Yeah.
You can go out this way.
Yeah, I guess.
It's actually longer to go that way. For some reason, the GPS takes you in. Well, no, it took us in on the...
You used to taking us in that way. I think we missed it. By the time we got signal back.
I get turned around. But yeah, the whole thing makes a U. In case you miss one, you can catch the other one. So how much water do I need to transfer to my brew thing?
We'll need about 6 gallons in there.
Because some of it's going to boil off.
We need about 6 gallons, and then we'll...
Well, because mine's got a pump thing on it, we don't need to strike water, do we?
I usually keep out a little bit to sparge with. It's not necessary. You can do with no sparge, but you're going to have some grain absorption.
Yeah.
So...
But mine's got that pump with that little...
It just recirculates it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're gonna have a little bit of grain absorption. Is where the water goes when you put it in there. But
oh, my nose is running now. All right. Well, that was our little adventure at Marley Harmon. When we bring you back, we will be brewing beer tomorrow around noon.
yeah.
And for those of you that keep up with days and times, yesterday was Thanksgiving Day, 2024.
I don't remember what the anniversary
Today's
is.
Friday and tomorrow's Saturday. This is on or around the anniversary of the first time we brewed beer. Is what's one thing that makes this brew special.
Yeah.
And what did you think about my idea of paying it forward, like bottling up 4, 5, 6 of these for next year?
Oh, yes.
Drink this year's beer next year when we brew next year's beer.
Absolutely.
And then pay it forward again. I think that'll be fun.
And,
especially since you're doing an amber, we could put some of those away in an attic or something and forget about them
we need
till next year.
We need another consistent brew schedule.
Yeah. Well, I've got I've had a brew awakening. I'm coining that term. A brew awakening. I've watched enough videos and done enough reading and mostly YouTube and people brew, and I'm like, I'm ready. We got the stuff to do it. We got the tools. We got the talent. Who you gonna call?
With all the equipment we have now, especially, I had 20 pounds of grain at the house.
Just sitting there.
With plenty of hops, all I needed to do was just get a motivation to do it. And your Voxer said, hey, we need to brew, was the motivation I needed. And I had to push myself just to get up and get this stuff done, because I knew, man, it's a daunting thing, getting it all started, getting everything cleaned up. But I had to do it.
Momentum is a fine thing to keep going, but it's a hard thing to start. And our momentum in brewing has completely died, so we got to jump start it.
Jump start, and then as soon as we start doing it, drink the first one. If it's even halfway decent, we'll get that bug again.
Oh yeah,
and we'll get back going, and that's what we need.
Because what do we do when we brew beer? We fantasize about what we want to do next.
Exactly.
So it just kind of it makes its own momentum kind of. All right, well, we'll see y'all tomorrow, and we will be brewing some amber and some AI blonde.
Pale ale.
AI pale ale.
Yeah.
10th time's a charm. All right, 100 o'clock brewing is back. The first time I tried that, it wasn't so bad, but it's now 5 o'clock, and we started drinking when you walked in the door at noon.
Right. We ain't been heavily drinking, though.
Not heavily, but enough for me to be thick-tongued, evidently. So where are we at right now? We've already mashed in, we've already removed our grains, and now we're boiling.
Well, we've grinded the grist.
It sounds like a skateboard term.
It does, don't it? We grinded a little our mash bill up, got it mashed in. Struggled with the temp. It's been a while, so we struggled.
Have you done your hop addition?
I'm waiting on it to boil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like 4 degrees, and I can add my first hop addition on the pale ale.
How long do you want it to boil?
An hour.
On both?
On both, yeah.
1 hour. Okay.
Yeah.
It's getting warm in here.
It's getting warm.
We have two
10-gallon. We got
batches of beer.
7.5 gallons and 6.5 gallons boil. Almost at a boil right now.
Yeah. Maybe it's getting warm because y'all both have on jackets or sweaters.
Shirt over my shirt.
I'm cold.
You're cold. So one thing we talked about that we recorded earlier that messed up is I was talking to you about the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
And you said that on Fear the Walking Dead there was this guy that they decided to spare his life because he knew how to make beer. And I posed the question, like, if the zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow and somebody held a gun to me, I would be like, I know how to make beer.
Yeah.
Because that seems like that would be important. But actually, like, making the beer, the thing that would be hard for me to figure out how to obtain it would be the grains.
Is making the ingredients to be able to brew the beer.
Yeah,
So
we order our ingredients and make our beer. We don't make the ingredients. Other than growing hops is not hard.
No.
That doesn't scare me.
You can grow hops.
Processing grains, I wouldn't know where to start.
Yeah, there's a process. You can't just pick them and make it. You got to malt them and roast them and all kind of stuff.
But malting is different than roasting.
Yes.
But didn't the monks do all this way before the malting and roasting? And
They malted the grains. They do that. You have to do it when you make scotch and all that kind of stuff too.
That's how people get monkey shoulder.
Yeah, this
from making malt.
It's from turning it with the shovel. Yeah, that's in the peating process, the drying of it. They use peat moss when they light peat moss, and it's up under these little floors, and the smoke comes up, and that dries out the grain. But that smoke gets left over in the grain, and that's how you get. That's where the peaty scotch comes from. That peaty smokiness gives a flavor to the scotch, where you get a peatiness.
I think what I would do is I would say, look, I know how to make beer. Don't shoot me.
Right.
But what I'm going to do right now is while we're waiting on obtaining the ingredients, I'm going to make y'all some wine.
Yeah.
Because that is easy and fast. Like, I can have wine ready to drink in 2.5 weeks, tops. I was like, I'll keep y'all in alcohol, but I can make beer, so, save your bullet. And we need to go rob a homebrew store. To be
right. Find a
go
homebrew
loot
store.
a homebrew store and pray they've got uncracked grains.
Right.
Or
Because
a
if they haven't ground the grains,
They're good.
then they'll hold up for a long time. Like you brought these grains over we ground today. How long have you had them?
I've had them for
a year.
A year at least.
But you've had them in a refrigerator uncracked or unground, unprocessed.
Right.
It's like coffee beans; they last a long time before you crack them.
Yeah. I'm looking at my hop schedule right now. See what I need to set my.
And so we've got an amber that'll be ready in what, like a month, maybe?
Yeah, about a month.
And then we've got the pale ale that'll be ready by our Christmas party in
Right.
maybe 2-3 weeks.
All right. We're almost at time right now, so I got to set my timer for 45 minutes. And I got to put my hops in.
Well, hop on over there and do that, buddy. That's another thing we're doing this time that we've never done before. We're brewing inside with our electric beer maker things.
The robot brewers.
Yeah, he's got an anvil. And what's mine called?
Brewer's Edge.
Brewer's Edge. So, yeah, we're fancy high-teching it. And he got the recipe through AI. He basically, I don't know what program that was, but
Microsoft Copilot.
Microsoft Copilot. What did you just put in what you had and it?
The first one I put in, I just put in simple pale ale recipe, and it gave me one. Then the second one I put in what ingredients I wanted to, what I had basically, the majority of, except with the exception of hops, and it gave me 2 beers I could make with it.
Oh, and by the way, the drinking game is back on. So Sierra, if you're listening, every time we say hops, you have to take a drink. And every time we open a beer, which we've only opened up one on this version of our recording.
No, because it got deleted.
It got deleted
That
because
got deleted too?
I waited to open my beer till it was live,
okay.
And then we messed
well,
up.
I got pretty much a full one, so we may not get there. So what do we need to talk about? I think we've covered the brewing thing. I did bring up the Netflix debacle in our last thing. During the Tyson fight, Netflix went down for pretty much everybody. And like I said, I wasn't expecting I demand a refund or I need a discount or anything like that. But I was really expecting Netflix to put something out about that. Like, at least come out with a statement.
Well, they did, saying that their servers got overloaded because so many people.
I didn't get anything. Where they put it?
Roll Tide.
Yeah, he's watching the game.
They put it on, it was on Google News and...
Okay, I didn't see anything about. I kept waiting to get a message on my account or my email that I'm subscribed to Netflix to or anything, and I didn't get anything official directly from them. Like I said, they may have thrown something. I even was checking their social media, like their Facebook page. They never put nothing out on there about it. And the thing that the main reason I'm saying this is because next month or within the next 2 months, WWE is going to be doing their live broadcasts from Netflix.
Well, not only that, they're doing a lot of pro games, football games, and
and wasn't this the first test of the live thing?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, they're supposed to be doing football games, so
Which I don't think you're going to get quite as many people.
Oh yeah, everybody's want to see that fight, so I think it was just.
And it's,
I
get it. It's
overwhelmed.
fine, but I was surprised they didn't come out with some kind of official statement about
well, I think the only reason wrestling is scared was because of the WWE Network what was that y'all had?
WWE Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been gone. They moved it all over to Peacock. Now they're moving it to Netflix.
But, you couldn't watch anything on there
Oh, when it first came out, yeah, it was horrible.
without it freezing up.
And you know what's the thing is that's ironic about that? Because I used to have really, really bad internet. And the one streaming service the two things I could watch was YouTube and Netflix.
Right.
Because they were both good about buffering. And they
Right.
were both good about adjusting down your video quality to match your internet bandwidth. And which again, it surprised me that they, I don't know, just weren't able to predict that they were able to do that. And then when it happened, they just kind of, I don't know, ignored it.
Well, it's also because, I mean, you didn't pay for the fight.
Right.
So
You didn't pay extra for the fight.
Yeah, it was just a test to see what they had to tweak or add to just in case it did happen.
And it did. Another thing that I just saw today that I definitely wanted to bring up in like my world of fandom is, it's kind of funny. We've had Chuck Dixon on here twice. He was the author of my favorite comic book series in the 90s. It's called Nightfall, and it spans several editions. Like I have a whole short box of Nightfall comic books. It was just one of the greatest storylines, in my opinion, in Batman comics ever. And he made this statement, not in reference to Nightfall, but I was talking about how, like, the stuff that we're seeing in TV shows and movies now came out in the comics in, like, the 70s.
Yeah.
And he said, well, comic books are always at least, I think he said 25 to 30 years ahead of the public's interest. And they've just now announced, I guess it's official, you never know nowadays, but I remember saying, I can't believe they've never made a Nightfall movie. And the problem is they've stole from Nightfall so much in different Batman movies that it would be hard to make one. But at least make one like in the animated world, because they do a lot of really good animated DC films. Where they just announced a 3-part Nightfall movie.
Oh, okay.
For DC Batman animated films. And I was like, wow, that came out in like 91. And it's now fixing to be 2025.
Yeah, so
he wasn't too far off.
35 years.
Yeah, he said the comic books are like 30 years ahead of the public's interest. So what you read in comic books now, you'll be seeing in the theaters in 30 years. That's pretty accurate. Those hops smell really good.
They do.
I can really smell
What kind of, was that the Cascade or the...
Liberty?
That was a Centennial.
Centennial?
You're about a degree away from me dropping yours.
Oh, okay.
And you need to set a timer. Let me look at the... I got to look at the recipe.
Where's my phone?
Probably on the bar.
What else? I made a couple of notes. I finished the second half of the final season of Cobra Kai, and I found out there's going to be a third
Yeah, there's going to be one more.
So they did 5 episodes, and now they've done 5 more, and I watched all those 10 total, and now there's going to be 5 more, and then it's done. And they say, well, it's done at Netflix, and I feel like if it's done at Netflix, it's done. Because it started out on YouTube Red and then went to... A lot of places go to Netflix when nobody else
but yeah, when I cancel them. Yeah.
So I doubt it'll go anywhere else. Let's see, what else did I put on here? Oh, I was watching the... speaking of Batman animated, I was watching the Caped Crusader, which is a new animated series, a Batman animated series, on Amazon. And I noticed on Amazon that, like, if you move your mouse, if you're watching on a computer, I don't know how it works on a tablet, but I watch everything on a computer out here. You move your mouse, and, like, on the side, like, information will pop up about what you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed they would randomly put the actors on there. But what I realized, and I guess it does this with every show and movie, but it knows who's on the screen at the time and shows you those actors and what their names are.
I
think
think-
like a headshot of them.
Are you talking about Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Prime
love
does
it.
that,
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
That also...
cool.
It's called X-Ray.
When
Yeah, if you're like, who's that? And you just move your mouse and it'll pop up and show you who it is,
Yeah.
as long as they're on the screen.
They do it on the TV, too. Like, when you
That's
hit
cool.
pause. But if you... if there's a song playing...
You can click
It does
X-ray and it'll tell
it
you
will
everything about-
it will show you what band's playing the song.
Yep.
That's cool.
So
So you
on the
don't
tablet, you actually have to go up and hit the X-ray function.
so you don't have to Shazam anymore.
No. Well,
Yeah. But you can use there's a
I Shazam stuff all the time.
well you got Google, don't you?
Yeah.
Google does it.
yeah, Google Audio.
I don't listen to stuff with. I usually just, like, what I'm talking about Shazam wise is like if I'm watching a movie and I hear a song in the background, I'm like, ooh, that sounds cool.
But no, you just use
You just
Google and hit your
you just hit your Google
microphone.
and hit your microphone
And it just
and it'll
Google
ask you to
Audio.
search a
Oh.
song. You hit that and it'll listen to the song and show
Yeah.
you what you want to play.
Okay.
You just hit search song.
Yeah, I still use Shazam. I'm old school. Matter of fact, I wore it out on Nights of Badassdom. And it was like one composer did all the music, and it was really
A lot of I've got subtitles on my screen, and a lot of times subtitles will show you what song's playing.
Sometimes.
When Peter Dinklage did Hot Ones, they did this thing where because he's been in 100 movies, and he would quote lines from random movies, like lesser known ones that he's done, and then he had to like figure out which movie it was. And he quoted one line. I was like, "Oh, Knights of Badassdom." I know that one, and he got it right too. I think he got all of them right, but like maybe one. Oh, let's see. Y'all are watching the game, and we're getting close to hop editions and stuff. So
set a timer for 40.
I gotta go get my phone.
All right.
Well, it's 5:05, so
So 5:05
at 5:65 it'll be.
45 minutes. 45 minutes worth of hop.
At 5.
5:50.
Well, you just dropped it, Greg. Hold on, let me get it back with the bowl. What's boiling? Then?
I'm gonna stop this and save it, and we'll come back.
All right, do that.
Let's just don't even do a sound check. Let's just go.
Nah, I say it. Let's do it. Let's just go.
Let's just go.
You can see mine's a lot bigger than yours.
Well, yours is turned up louder because you and Anthony were sharing. Let me turn it down a little.
Yeah, but you can tell it's still a lot bigger than yours.
Woo! That's good enough. I'll fix it in post. I'm a loud mouth. So we have, God, it's only 8:30. It feels like midnight. I thought it was way later than that. But we officially finished brew day. Let me get this microphone.
You got to do the same thing that the guys on Butterflies or Ninjas are do.
What?
And they just hold their Rode pod mics in their hand.
I would make too much noise, I think. We finished brew day. Everything went good. Start to finish, it was a long day, but we took our time. We hung out. We watched football. We ate. We drank. We podcasted a little bit.
Y'all podcasted several times.
Yeah. We had some serious technical difficulties earlier. That's why I'm like so over it now. I'm like, I don't even want to do a sound check.
That's why I think we should just change the name from Real Pop Culture to We Had Technical Difficulties.
Well, I think the reason we have a lot of technical difficulties is because we don't have a lot of money.
That, and it's really far in between when we do them, and all the gear just is
And we don't leave everything set up.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I got to buy another mic cable and another mic stand, which is why I've got a kick drum mic stand in my lap right now. Anyway, yeah, we finished brewing. Everything went really good. It went really smooth. It's like riding a bike, you know. It just went smooth. Like there was no major problems or hiccups or like we're done and everything's cleaned up even.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And the whole room still smells like hops.
It did in the bathroom because that brew in the bag thing was in there, but I rinsed it out and I'm letting it dry now. It's right behind you, so you might still smell it.
That might be why I still smell it then.
Yeah, it's literally right there, yeah. But you looked up some news
I did.
recently. The only other thing I had to talk about was where'd it go? They're doing another spinoff of The Big Bang Theory. Now, The Big Bang Theory, God, how many seasons was that? A lot. And then they did Young Sheldon. Then now they've got a spinoff of Young Sheldon about Sheldon's brother, Georgie, and his wife and kid. It's basically, I've seen a few episodes of it, or maybe 3 episodes. It's basically everybody from Young Sheldon except Sheldon. He's gone off to college at this point. And it's everybody that was left behind. But they're saying this spinoff is like a direct spinoff from The Big Bang with returning cast members. And I'll tell you what I think. They haven't given any details about it other than it's in the works. I don't think Kaylee Kuko is going to be in it because she's gone on to do movies and she's got other TV shows, and it's not impossible, but I think she's probably.
Well, whenever Big Bang ended, wasn't she the one that said she'd never return? Because something with somebody in the cast, which I know her and Jim Parsons like hated each other.
I don't think so. I just watched. Well, I mean, they may have at one point, but they don't now.
Oh, okay.
They were just talking about a big backstage reunion at some show one of them was working on, and they all were hugging each other and stuff. But yeah, I've never heard anything about any bad blood between any of them. I just think maybe she's probably career-wise
moved on.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see her in it. I'd kind of be surprised to see Jim Parsons in it at all.
I wouldn't. You don't really see him in a whole lot of new stuff.
He's been doing some stuff, but I don't know. I've just seen a couple of interviews that made it sound. He didn't come out and say it, but it sounded like he wasn't just like hugely interested. Like he was fine with doing the Young Sheldon thing because all he had to do was narrate. And then, well, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I think we'll see Kuthrupaldi. I think we'll see Leonard. I wouldn't be surprised to see Howard, Bernadette. And there might be like some cameos from Jim Parsons and Kuko, but I think it's going to be like just a stripped down version of Big Bang Theory, is if I had to guess.
Probably. Trying to squeeze what little bit more money they can out of it.
Well, from what I heard, the last season or last two seasons, each leading actors got $1 million an episode, and there were 22 episodes.
Wow.
And the supporting, I don't know who they considered lead and supporting, but they got 700. They got $750,000 per episode.
Dude, I'd take that
for 22 episodes.
I'd definitely take that.
So I don't think they could afford to keep that show on the air. But anyway, I came across that it's, but they're keeping it pretty hush on what all it's gonna be. But it looks like it's gonna be a direct, like, sequel to Big Bang.
And that just come out. That come out that come out yesterday.
November 29th.
29th.
Yeah. I was watching evidently the movie Mortal Kombat 2 has finished. They've wrapped on filming, but it's not going to come out until October, from what I heard.
Yeah, 2025.
Yeah,
I think that's what I reported a while back. I think.
Oh, did you? I don't know.
I mean, I remember us talking about it a couple episodes back, but dude, that's liable to have been 6 months ago.
So that's kind of really all I've got that I looked up and or saw or have came across. I'm really hoping that turns out to be true about the Nightfall movies.
Oh yeah,
we'll definitely have to get Chuck Dixon back on. He's probably sick and tired of me talking about Nightfall, but because he's worked on so many things since then.
Yeah, but you're one of the few people that ever talk about it. So
it's just such a huge part of my childhood. I mean, it was like the biggest comic book event in the early '90s. In the DC world, anyway. And I always just was baffled by the fact that, I mean, the movies have nitpicked it. You know, I mean, the character Bane came from there, and he was in the third Dark Knight movie, the Dark Knight Rises. But it was he was totally different, and the only thing they kept was the character Bane, and then he broke Batman's back. But there was so much more to it in Nightfall than that. And so the movies, and even the Christopher Nolan era, and even the Batfleck era, they've all nitpicked from it. So that it would be hard to make a movie, a Nightfall movie. But I always hoped, because they did the Long Halloween,
yeah,
which was good. Don't get me wrong, I like that story, but it's no Nightfall. I was like, surely they're gonna do a Nightfall one day, at least a one-parter, but. The rumor is they're going to do a 3-part, and you really need to, because there's the Nightfall. You know, you got the short box and the long box. comic book boxes?
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a whole sharp box that's nothing but Nightfall and all the tie-ins. So it's a lot. There's a lot of
It
material.
is a lot of
there.
comics.
So anyway, go ahead. What you got?
Oh, well, this is kind of going from the last episode we did. There's Ironheart is coming out June 24th, 2025.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Because that is the replacement of Iron Man.
Oh.
It's the sister of the Black Panther from Wakanda.
Yeah.
Who she makes a suit just like Iron Man's suit and basically takes over Tony Stark's role. I don't know.
That kind of follows the comics as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know if it's going to be a huge MCU story or if she's going to be a standalone. And,
maybe a Disney Plus thing.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, this was the last time we got together, so...
Is this going to be a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
The trailer's been out.
Yeah, because Iron Man's a character, I know Tony Stark, spoiler alert, he bit it in the last Avengers. If you haven't seen that movie, I'm not apologizing. That was years ago, and it was one of the biggest movies.
And he's also now, well, not
like,
Tony Stark, but
like that character, you can't just say, well, it's over forever.
Well, no, especially since Pepper Potts had her own suit. I mean, they could have went that route, but they didn't. They actually sort of stuck to the comics on this, so
yeah,
that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing something Iron Man related.
And this is for like new news. This is stuff that's taken place within the last 5 days. So what I did is I just actually copied and pasted the articles instead of just the headline. Ryan Reynolds is bringing Mighty Mouse back to the big screen.
That's interesting. I used to watch Mighty Mouse when I was a kid.
I still do every once in a while. I'll feel nostalgic, throw it on because it's on Netflix, and it'll play for like 3 days straight.
Is this a Mandela effect or did it really happen? Because Mighty Mouse's uniform was like yellow and red, right?
It was yellow with the red MM on it.
Yeah, but when he first started out, did he not have a blue and red, or it looked more like Superman?
No, not that I remember. I remember he had a solid white one that he would race in.
That seems like I remember. I mean,
it was white with a red stripe sash kind of on it, but
picture of Mighty Mouse. It's been so long.
Oh, I didn't have that red MM on it. That was my mistake.
It's solid yellow with a red
cape and tights and boots.
Yeah. Oh, there's a picture of what you're talking about over there. Yeah, look, you see that where he's blue? I don't know if that's canon.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he had a blue suit, and then they changed it to yellow.
Well, it's showing it right there for Wikipedia. So.
I think they thought it looked too much like Superman.
And see now,
it basically was like a Superman with.
Oh yeah, he was the mouse version.
Yeah, he's the mouse version of Superman. Look right there.
Yep. So yeah, not Mandela. And there's the one I remember. Had Mighty Mouse wrote on it, or had the MM. Which that wasn't every one of them either. That was early, I think.
Well, they were notorious. I mean, go back and watch like God, look how Mickey Mouse has changed over the years, and
oh yeah,
even Bugs Bunny, like what we primarily remember Bugs Bunny as, he didn't always look exactly like that. Like in the beginning, he started out looking a lot different. Like a lot of characters evolved,
see this started out
development, I guess.
This started out in 1942.
Dude, look at that.
And he was called the Mouse of Tomorrow.
Look at that comic book right there, a 9.6. Terry Toons presents Mighty Mouse #1.
Yep.
Wish I could blow that up to see what year that was.
It was 10 cents.
It sold for $14,200.
Scroll down. All right, it doesn't show the date on it.
Fall of 1946. That's the highest grade there is. A 9.6 Mighty Mouse #1 for $14,000.
And he was in his first film, short film, in 42, and it was called The Mouse of Tomorrow.
So he wasn't long after Superman. Superman was what, 39?
I think so.
I could be off by a year or two, but somewhere around in then. So they jumped on the Mighty Mouse train pretty quick after Superman.
And he was English. I do remember that. And he had a mole, or a gopher mole was his Alfred.
Do you remember Danger Mouse?
Oh, I love Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse was the one that was English.
Yeah, and he had the
mole.
he lived like under a phone booth or something.
No, was it a fire hydrant?
Maybe.
Or was it a mailbox?
I don't know. I used to watch Danger Mouse all the time
Yeah.
on Nickelodeon. I don't even know where you would find that now.
You can find it on Prime or...
I watched Pink Panther too.
Yeah. But Danger Mouse was James Bond.
Basically, yeah. And he was the only cartoon character with an eye patch.
Yep. Danger Mouse was awesome. But yeah, that's... hang on, I don't know why I clicked out of that. I was going to tell you when we were going to be able to start looking for it.
An animated film?
Yes, it's going to be a movie. Bringing it back to the big screen.
I didn't know there ever was a big screen version of Mighty Mouse.
I honestly don't remember, but it's his production company, Maximum Effort, that's doing it.
That's cool. Kevin Smith always talks about how for years Keanu Reeves has been highly interested in rebooting Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh, I love that movie. That movie was great, man, back in the 80s.
You remember the cartoon Hong Kong Phooey?
Yeah. That I do.
There's a lot of these franchises that are kind of forgotten about as far as cartoons. Yogi Bear. What were all the Hanna-Barbera? What was the little blue dog? What was his name?
Sloopy? No.
It was Hanna-Barbera.
Droopy.
Let's look that up.
I think it was Droopy.
That dog right there.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Oh, Hanna-Barbera did. So they did the Flintstones?
He did everything if it was a cartoon back
No,
in
that's
the day.
Huckleberry Hound.
Is that who that is?
Let me make sure. Let me look up Huckleberry Hound. Yep.
Okay. I was thinking of the other one.
Yeah, I used to watch that too.
Because, there's another one who was always with Woody Woodpecker.
Quick Draw
and
McGraw. That guy was a horse.
Quick Draw? Yep.
Yeah. With a little scarf, a little hanky.
And then you had Top Cat.
I don't remember Top Cat.
He was a cat that wore a straw hat.
I watched Rocky and Bullwinkle when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I went on a goose chase there on
Dude, that's
Nostalgia Lane.
That's what all this is for. Because, that's
what was
Mighty
that?
Mouse,
What was
man.
that cat?
That's Top Cat.
That's Top Cat. What were those little guys? The little mice?
That's Minx and Jinx.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Dude, I remember way too much of this to not have a memory.
Anyway, go ahead.
That's awesome. But yeah, it doesn't have a date on when to expect it. But he is working on that now. Something else we got, you might be a little bit excited about. There's a new Jurassic World coming out called Rebirth.
I think we talked about that.
There's not,
On
no,
here.
because this just come out.
Oh, it did?
Just come out.
We've talked a lot about the Jurassic Park franchise. I think a soft reboot is in order.
Universal's doing it. They're looking at a summer of 2025 release date. And the only person that has actually come out and said they're in it so far is Scarlett Johansson.
Okay. Yeah, they kind of got when they went from Jurassic Park to Jurassic World. They've kind of done all they can do storyline wise there. That I mean, I'm not a writer, so I don't know, but it just seems like they've went to the well as many times as they can on that whole idea that we're all at one with dinosaurs. Like dinosaurs are back, basically.
Well, I think this is
in general.
They're kind of describing this as a franchise reboot with this Jurassic World Rebirth.
Well, with a name like Rebirth, you would definitely think you would expect that's what's going to happen.
So yeah, I mean we can look forward to that. They actually have included some of the other people who's going to be in it. I do not recognize any of them, and I can't pronounce some of their names.
Yeah, I've said on here before that they're always going to crank out a Jurassic Park movie every couple years, or Jurassic whatever.
Well, I mean, you can honestly tell any story with it.
They make a lot of money. They're fun to watch. It's hard to beat that first Jurassic Park movie.
Oh,
it's
man,
a classic.
yeah.
You can go back and watch it anytime, and it never really gets old. People like dinosaurs. They always do really good because Jurassic anything is one of those movies you could take your 5-year-old kids, 9-year-old kids, and everybody's going to enjoy it. Versus like a movie that might be leaned more towards the adults, but the kids tolerate it, or it's usually vice versa. They go to a movie for the kids, but the adults are like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah,
but that's one that everybody can enjoy, no matter what you're into, no matter what your nerd thing is. They're always action packed. It's always fun. It's just a no brainer to just keep cranking those out every couple years. It's going to happen.
Which I don't think I've seen the last one. Last one was what, Dominion?
That sounds right.
I don't think I've watched it. So I'll definitely have to go back and check it out before this comes out, which, I mean, I've got a little under a year, so. But talking about sequels, I guess, we'll go to this. They're making a sequel for Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I heard that. I actually heard Adam Sandler talk about it in an interview. And he didn't give any details at that time. But he was like, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing another one.
Ben Stiller's going to be in it. Remember, he was the home health nurse or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Mister. That's not him, but that was the same clinic, I think.
And McDonald's going to be back in it as Shooter McGavin. He's going to be the villain of the movie.
Okay.
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
And this actually came out in May 15th. So it's not really new news. But it just popped up as 5 days ago. So we've also got... Oops. No, not that. Okay. We'll go ahead and touch on this one too, which I'm pretty sure you already know about this. The prequel to Dexter called Dexter's Original Sin.
Mm-hmm. I was reading on that earlier. They showed the guy the guy that they've cast to play the young Dexter. We talked about it on here briefly.
I thought we did.
Yeah, it's basically everything that happened from
Like his flashbacks of childhood, and they're kind of making a whole show about it. Right?
Well, it was what I read. It was X amount of years prior to him getting a job with Miami Metro.
Okay. Well, I know it says he is going to be doing the inner monologue. It's got a whole lot of different people. Patrick Dempsey, Molly Brown, James Martinez, Christina Milan, Reno Wilson, Sarah Michelle Gellar. And there was one other person, Christian Slater, who is going to be Harry.
A young
Harry.
Okay.
And Patrick Gibson, for anybody who wants to look it up, is going to be Dexter.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him on Yahoo News, and he looked the part.
Oh yeah, I can see him in this picture right here, and it
and there's a sequel to Dexter coming out too.
I didn't see that.
Which there already was a sequel to Dexter, but it was I can't remember what streaming service it was on. Maybe it was Showtime. I can't remember.
I think it was Paramount.
But for some reason, I remember thinking like I don't think a lot of people saw it. And it was good. I enjoyed it, but not to give any spoilers because I recommend you watch it. It was good. It was like 10 episodes. The way it ended didn't really feel like there was a whole lot of room for a sequel, but in this day and age, that doesn't matter.
Oh no, you can make a sequel out of anything.
Well, and they can just ignore stuff. Like they could say, well, this sequel ignores everything up to season
season one.
Yeah, they could say this is a direct sequel to season 1 if they wanted to.
But this is set to premiere on December 15th.
Okay.
So that's
I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, for all those Dexter fans out there, that's
what a great show. What a great idea for a show.
Man, the first couple seasons,
a serial killer
I thought were awesome.
That kills bad people. It puts you in that ultimate moral dilemma. Is he a bad guy or is he a good guy? Well, he murders, so he's bad. But the people he murders are worse than him.
But he still murders, so it's that gray area there.
He's like a Batman that will kill you and put you in a bag and drop you in the ocean. He don't take you to Arkham. He takes you for a ride on his boat.
So this is something we've talked about a lot. Not this upcoming movie, but the whole concept of public domain.
Yeah.
Well, Popeye is now up for public domain.
That's right. They're doing a Popeye horror movie.
Popeye the Slayer Man.
Jesus.
I started watching some of the trailer a while ago.
They're just going to go down the line. Who was it we were talking about earlier? Huckleberry Hound?
Yeah.
They're going to do a horror movie with him and Yogi Bear, like, what was the other bear's name? Boo Boo?
Boo Boo.
Or he's like chasing Boo Boo down trying to stab him or something.
Or they could be trying to kill Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or all the park people that come in.
Yeah, just
to get their picnic baskets.
What? Because didn't that take place at or did I call it
it was Jellystone.
I call it Jellystone.
Which is supposed to be Yellowstone, yeah.
So all the people who come to Jellystone get stalked and murdered by this bear named Yogi, who wore a hat and tie. Like he didn't have a shirt, but he had a collar, right?
Yeah.
So that you can't have a tie without a collar, right?
Well, and it's funny. I was reading
cummerbund.
I was reading something, and it was telling why all the animals in cartoons, all of them wore a necktie, it seemed like. And it's so the animators could swap heads just really easily for different animation things
and use
keep the same body
movement. Yeah, that makes sense because back then animation was a lot harder.
Well, yeah, you had to draw. It's page by page by page for each animation. So,
but here's one thing that I have always wondered about cartoon characters: why do a lot of them wear shirts but no pants?
Disney's whole reason for this was Pluto was a dog. Pluto didn't wear clothes, so
Goofy did, and Goofy was a dog.
Okay, but Goofy was personalized because he wore clothes. He could own animals. Pluto didn't wear clothes, which made him a ownable animal.
But what I'm saying is, like Donald Duck wore a shirt,
clothes,
but he didn't wear pants.
Don't matter. He was wearing clothes.
But it's just weird, like, if you're going to be, I guess in real life, if you're going to be half dressed, it looks like it would go the other way.
Yeah, but they had no genitalia to speak of to actually hide.
Well, they didn't have anything, a shirt to speak of would need to hide.
And that's just the way they did it.
Yeah.
You put clothes on something you revere as having sentience, I guess, would be a...
Ooh,
I mean, that's
deep now.
That's a really strong word, but,
Sentience.
personable, a personality. They talked. They were human-like.
They had the knowledge of good and evil. I don't know. I just always thought that was weird. Like, you would wear a shirt but not pants. Like, if you do that in real life, you're getting a little bit of trouble. A lot more so than if you went the other way. And if I walked outside right now with no pants on and no shirt,
I'd probably leave.
But if I walked outside with a shirt on and no pants,
I would definitely leave.
I would get arrested.
Yes.
100%.
And you may have to register after that.
Because
I don't know where you got called at.
Because I wear clothes, therefore I'm sentient. And so I knew better.
There you go.
Anyway, now we're getting silly.
From your mouth to my ears, there it is.
Let's keep it going.
Here we go. I'm kind of excited about this. They are making a live-action Voltron movie, finally.
Wow. Okay.
And this is... hang on, let me go down.
There's been a lot of animated Voltron stuff.
Yeah. Well, you had the original, then you had that remake. And, they went from lions to cars to... there was one other one that was really weird. But Henry Cavill, I'm assuming he's going to be your main guy.
Seriously? Wow. They're going all big budget.
Sterling Brown. Rita Orton. Alpha Batista. That's your 4 original. And this is kind of going to be a handoff to the next generation.
Yeah, I need to...
So you got a John Kim.
I think I'm getting Voltron and Thundercats mixed up.
Dude, Thundercats were cats. Eye of Omen, lend me your sight. Thunder, 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 Thundercats.
But didn't the Voltron people all merge together to make a big...
Yeah, but Thundercats don't.
Yeah, that's Voltron.
Yeah.
Those look like cats.
They are. They were lions.
Yeah, look at that. His arms are lions.
Yeah,
His
each
legs
of them
are
was
lions.
matter of fact, there's your red lion right
and
there.
right there, that's the one you're talking about that was Cars for a minute.
Yeah.
So they were like a Transformers.
Yeah, it was a Transformers, original Transformer. But yeah. Dude, Voltron was my favorite show growing up when I was a kid.
We are really hitting the nostalgia stuff.
Hey, it was on there.
Spades. Like, we went straight from brewing beer to what were you doing when you were 4?
And I'll cut it. I'll end that with this because I really like this. Nosferatu is getting its own sarcophagus popcorn bucket collectible.
Nice.
Yes. I will find one of these. And I probably won't use it for popcorn. But it will probably go up in my corner.
I think that's going to be hard to do. Unless they make a lot of them. Because those special popcorn things they did for Dune.
I didn't know they did them for Dune. I know they did them for Deadpool.
Let me pull up eBay. Well, the one they did for Deadpool was kind of like spoofing the Dune.
Oh, okay.
Popcorn buckets. Let me just show you this thing. It's kind of ridiculous, especially looking at how much. Yeah, there's one right there. Dune Part 2, 10 popcorn bucket, $102.
Well, it's 10.
Oh, they've come down. You can get one for $73 there. Yeah, it's a sandworm, $145, $150. Dang, there's one in the wrapper for $300. Buy it now with $25 shipping.
That's $1,000. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing the last time I looked. It was more like $1,000. Let me look up the Wolverine one if that.
Yeah, the Deadpool Wolverine.
Because I thought that was just a joke because of that.
No,
I don't think that was real, dude.
yes, it was real.
The one I saw online was not real.
And it was the top, and his mouth was open like this, and you'd reach in there like that right there. That's it.
$349. Jeez. $139.
Oh, zombie pool.
Well, see, that was the drink topper.
Yeah.
And then Wolverine was the popcorn bucket topper.
But Nosferatu will be coming out December 25th. I need to find out where this Regal Cinema is.
Wait, that's like soon. That's less than a month away.
Yeah.
It's coming out on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, December 25th is Christmas.
I need to find out where Regal Cinema is and
Hey,
take
let
a
me
road
answer
trip.
this and we'll come back and wrap this up.
All right, so Regal Cinemas is in Knoxville, Tennessee. So I want to know who's up for a road trip.
Knoxville sounds familiar.
Knoxville, Tennessee? Yeah. Over there, it's in East Tennessee, sort of.
Sorry for the noise. My microphone was sagging. Anyway, go ahead while I'm looking this up.
Oh, that's what I had to tell people because I want to know who wants to go with me to get a Nosferatu sarcophagus popcorn.
But why do you have to go to that? So why can't I go to Malco and get it?
Because that's who's offering it. Knoxville or Regal Cinema is the one doing it. It's like a 5-hour drive from here. A little bit longer if you take the Trace.
Yep, 5.5 hours. So that's farther than Nashville.
Yeah. And most of it's because once you get into...
Tennessee is such a wide state. It's not very tall, but it's wide.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
if you
once you get past Chattanooga, you start really getting into the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
So
to get a popcorn bucket shaped like a coffin, we have to drop
a sarcophagus. Yes.
Okay.
I'm down.
I don't hate the idea. But it is on Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
December 25th is what you said?
24th.
Oh, I thought you said 25th.
No, 24th.
Both of our Steinways are looking small right now.
Well, that's because I lean back way
I
from
might
the
have to do a
mic.
lot of editing on this. This may not come out for a couple days.
It'd be fine. By the time they hear it, it'll come out. So
What is this?
Are you done with all your news, by the way? 'Cause
Oh, yes,
I
I'm
didn't
done
wanna
with
start
all
on
my
the
news.
outro. This will be 209. I encourage everybody to go back and listen to 207 and 208. That was our Halloween. Like, we recorded 207 Halloween night. And then we did, like, another one the very next day.
Oh, that's right. We did.
Like, back to back. And both are really good episodes.
Well, I
And,
tell you what, after this, I'll go back and I'll post them on my Facebook. I'll share them.
Yeah.
And that normally gets us, 1 or 2 extra downloads.
And after our last podcast, I'm assuming we talked a lot about our Patreon on there. And I found myself going back and looking at our Patreon. And I forgot how much really cool content we have out there. Like, for example,
Let's not talk about me riding the bull.
that was one of the first things we were.
That was the very first thing.
But no, when we did the countdown to 200, and we had an after party episode for every episode leading up to 200.
Yep.
Those were all really good. It was like a companion episode where you could listen to the episode, and if you wanted a little more and you were a patron, you could go over to Patreon, and we kept the party rolling. And the first one was an hour-long episode. The rest of them were a little shorter.
Well, we tried to shorten them up after that.
Well, they were supposed to be because they were just after-party episodes, basically. Well, there's a lot of cool stuff on our Patreon, and it's $1 to listen to all that stuff.
We did the
For all of
watch-alongs, which we need to do another one.
Yeah, and that watch along we did. Did we do more than one? I know we did Return of the Living Dead.
We tried to do more than one, but the other one didn't come out right. The first one didn't come out right.
Well, the Return of the Living Dead one was a companion episode to the episode we interviewed Tom Matthews.
Yes,
because he's in the movie.
Yes.
So we're like, you know what? Why don't after this episode's over, we watch the movie, record it, and with our commentary, and we even did a thing where we did like hit play in 3, 2, 1. So you
can watch.
You could just listen to the episode and enjoy it,
and watch the movie,
or you could watch along with us. Like you can hit play when we tell you to hit play, and you can like you're watching it with us. It's so.
And we had so much technical difficulty starting that because we didn't know how we was going to do it.
Yeah, we'd never done it before, but I think it turned out good.
I thought it turned out great.
You can hear us fine. You can hear the movie enough to where if you're not watching along, it's okay. But if you are, it's probably even better because you'll hear the movie better.
Well, I think now that we have a little bit better equipment than we did that day, we could do it again and it sound maybe a little bit better.
Yeah, it was good. But there's a lot of content out there. I highly encourage anybody to go check out our Patreon. If you could just go to Patreon and type in Real Pop Culture, we'll come up. And, of course, our voicemail line that I'm not going to give up on is 662-767-4487.
Text us, guys.
You can text that number or you can call that number. Nobody's going to answer. It's going to go straight to voicemail. You can leave a voicemail message, and we'd love to hear from you. You can ask us a question. You can make a comment on something stupid we said or something genius that we said, even though that's few and far between.
I've had my moments.
Well, we like hearing from you guys. Like, email us, popculture4real@gmail.com. Our Facebook page. Any way you want to reach out to us.
I think I know why people haven't called it in forever.
Why is that?
Because I quit calling it the Hotmail line.
What do you call it, the voicemail line?
That's what you call it now. I just let you say it.
Oh, you just let me say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here's the shameless promotion bill.
Is that the new one? Yeah.
It works.
It works.
It works, so it's the new one.
I've still got 2 more at the house.
I'll probably start editing this tonight.
Nah, do it tomorrow.
Well, the only thing I'll do editing-wise tonight is, me and Anthony did that intro from last night.
Oh, yeah.
I need to get that ported over from my phone and convert it and all that crap, and then check our levels, because I think that's going to be... But we're on separate tracks, so that's not going to be that
We need to get
bad.
with Sean. I would like to see if y'all could come up with a variant of our intro and outro music for 2025.
I'm good with that.
New year coming up, man. Let's put a new little
We've
pizzazz.
updated it 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, the first one was back when we were called Kill Pop Culture. So we updated it for Real Pop Culture. Then we updated it again since then.
Sean wanted to do something more. The new one is what he wanted to try to come up with, and I may text him later. I still like the idea of us having multiple ones, all different genres.
Yeah, or with
Like a banjo one
and
or
with
a-
different instruments.
Yeah, ukulele.
Hey, if we have some really talented musicians that listen to this podcast. If y'all want to do a version of our intro outro music, we will use it.
We'll give you props for it too,
and give you a shout out credit for it. And if it's really good, we may use it regularly.
And hey, nothing else, we'll call you up and talk to you about it and see what your why you chose that instrument or version of it.
That reminds me, we're going to some studio December the 9th, I want to say, to do a podcast. The band is the Killjoy Band. We're going to a studio in Memphis, which that's coming up pretty soon.
Is that the same one that we did the live show at?
No, you're thinking about Radio Memphis.
Oh, okay.
Which we need to go do that again too. But this is a new place that we've never been to.
Oh, awesome.
And we're going to do a podcast with them, but I'll say more about that when I know more about that. Right now, all I know is Sean's coming to pick me up, and we're driving to Memphis, doing the interview, and then driving home. And they even offered to do it over Skype or Zoom or whatever, but you know how Sean is about studios. He wants to go check everything out.
And it had to be on a Monday.
Yeah, I think it is a Monday.
It is. It's on a Monday.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll give you more details about that as it gets closer. And I guess that's it. Go check out our Patreon. I'm proud of what we got out there. I want somebody to see it. And hey, if you go out there and you look at stuff that's there and you don't like it, you spent $1. Not gonna kill you. It's not even gonna hurt you. Not even a little bit. And you did us a favor. Keeping the lights on here at... I'm trying to figure out a way to like segue right into the outro.
No, I like the way you were doing it. Keep the lights on here at the first and only floor of the QJ headquarters.
High atop.
Well, there you see, that's why you do it.
It helps us keep the lights on here. High atop the first and only floor of the QJ headquarters of the QJ Ranch. I love you. Bye.
I love you, mean it.